What's up guys, it's Kevin here, and wow, check it out, I have an amazing display of treats right in front of me. Today I'll be sharing with you some of my favorite local Malaysian snacks. Growing up, there are plenty of local confectionery out there. I used to eat tons of it, and that's probably why I got fat as a kid. And even though I've grown up now, all of these treats have a very special place in my heart. So I went to the local confectionery store and bought like bags full of treats for this video. You can see how delicious they look. And I reckon you can finish a bag in one movie sitting. So let's start with one of my favorite treats, ice gems. So these ones have been in Malaysia for a really long time. I did some research. Apparently they were brought into Malaysia during the colonial British times and have been prevalent throughout my whole childhood. I used to consume a lot of these guys. It's no joke. They're really addictive, especially with the huge chunk of color at the top, which attracted me as a kid. So these biscuits actually comprise of a cream cracker biscuit base, followed by a huge swirl of hardened icing sugar with food coloring. So you can have all kinds of colors. There's pink, there's yellow, there's even blue sometimes. And hear the crunch. Wow, this really takes me back to when I was a kid. What I would do is I would snap off the icing part of the gem like this and just eat this part alone. That was how addicted I was. Flavor-wise, they taste very crunchy and crispy, whereas the icing part is very sweet and also kind of vanilla-ish. They really complement each other really well. The next favorite snack are these really cute and petite white tiny balls. Just look at that. It's really tiny, smaller than a pebble. Growing up, what I would do is I would just grab a handful of it and stuff it in my mouth. Whoa. Texture-wise, they are super light, really fluffy. I have no idea how they make it, but I can sense a bit of coconut in it. Probably coconut flour, might be wrong. It's so airy to the point that you can continuously eat it never-endingly and probably finish the whole bag without you realizing it. It's very similar to another snack called kueh bangkit, which is also a white and powdery biscuit. I would usually find this during Chinese New Year when there is like a lot of biscuits, you know, that aunties would display on the tables for guests. I would literally eat the whole tin. Next up, another childhood favorite is the fish biscuits. You can't run away from this. It's really cute and crunchy biscuits in the shape of a fish. And to me, there's another variation, which is the animal-shaped biscuits. However, this is a purely fishy tail. Just look how cute they are. They have been baked until they're a deep golden color, which is why they are so rich in flavor and extremely crunchy. Flavor-wise, it's more intense compared to the first two, but the crunchiness, wow, this totally beats the first two. Also, what I would do last time is pour them in milk, so it looks as if there are swimming fishes in my cereal. The next famous candy I think ever in Malaysia is the white rabbit candy. I think every Malaysian child growing up in the 90s have heard of this candy. It is notoriously everywhere, and if you guys have ever heard of this candy, you will know what is special about it is it has another layer of wrapping inside. Hence you can see there is a white translucent covering and it is actually edible. You can eat this layer of wrapping, guys, because it is made with rice flour. So basically it's a super thin rice paper. Inside, the content is a white, almost caramel-ish fudge, and you can eat the whole thing together like this. Oh wow. Check it out, the fudgy texture. I'm not joking, guys, you can actually eat this paper. It dissolves instantly in your mouth and the white candy is so sweet, it's almost like fudgy condensed milk. And I read up in China, where this candy was from, they claim that having 7 of these candies is equivalent to 1 cup of milk. Can you imagine that? That is incredible. To have this as a kid growing up, even though it is a little bit too sweet, but there is nutritional calcium in the candy. I just feel like having another one right now, but I probably should stop. Next up is famous lemon biscuits. This probably looks like some kind of butter sponge fingers, but they are really tangy with the lemon cream frosting in the middle. Apparently these are my dad's favorite biscuits growing up. Even in the 50s, this was really popular. And what people would do is they would dunk this in coffee or tea because the cream cracker biscuit is highly absorbent and would taste so good with coffee. Wow. Check out that crunch. It's really zesty and so addictive. There's another variation of it, which is the orange biscuit. Very similar, same texture, and also equally good. So you see there's something right in the middle here. These are really peculiar looking Chinese snacks. They are called Haw Flakes. And what these are is little thin discs made with the hawthorn fruit from China. I have never heard of this fruit before, but as a kid, I would just gorge on this non-stop because they are so tasty. To me, it looks like a pack of coins together stacked up. And the fun part is unraveling it as such. Can you see the layers of the disc? You can just take out one piece as such, and it is really compact, dried hawthorn fruit mixed with some sugar and other flavorings. What I would do is nibble on this like a rabbit. And as you bite it, it breaks away to become something really starchy and super tangy because of the fruit. It's hard to describe. I would say almost like eating dried sour plum. So what I would do as a kid is carry around these rolls in my pocket and ration them because each disc could probably last between a few hours. My own collection of edible coins. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have actually heard any of these treats. I know that some of you may grew up with them and some of you haven't. Do leave a comment below. So the next snack is this really familiar lollipop, Chupa Chups. I'm sure you guys have actually seen this. This is one of my favorite lollipop brands. I used to eat so much of this. There were many colors and variations too. My favorite was strawberry and cream. It was hands down the best flavor ever. I used to buy this for 50 cents in the provision shops near my house, and upon research, I realized that Chupa Chups is actually a Spanish brand. I didn't know that, guys. Like, the whole time I thought this was a local Malaysian product, but in reality it was a European brand that captured the hearts of all Malaysians. And the last snack, one of my all-time favorites, is Super Rings. So what these are cheese-flavored rings, almost like Cheezels in fact. However, I think this is a Malaysian brand. Look at those golden jewels inside. Wow, okay, the smell of artificial cheese is really strong. So what I would do last time is I would stack a few of the rings on my finger as such. I can probably fit 2 now and eat it in one go. Wow, this really takes me back. It would stain all my fingers orange, even my tongue was orange. Basically, my whole mouth was orange. It looks something like that. It's really small actually. I was expecting it to be larger. So yeah, this is like one of the ways I would eat it if I were you. My gosh, it's so good. So there you go guys, my top favorite local Malaysian snacks that I have eaten throughout my childhood. They do honestly bring me back to those really fun and carefree days. And the best part is you can still find them in certain local confectionery shops. You're still able to find them and enjoy the local treats of the past. That's all for this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give a thumbs up to this channel if you like this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!